The House ADHOC committee interrogated representatives from Nigeria's Energy Commission, condemning past recruitment exercises carried out by the commission, which did not give job seekers an opportunity to compete for available slots.
The continuation of an investigative hearing over allegations of employment racketeering in public agencies. Lawmakers accuse several agencies of carrying out secret recruitment exercises to the detriment of job seekers in Nigeria. They say the exercises are a violation of Nigeria's federal character principle, accusing some agencies of shutting out several regions of the country during their recruitment exercises.
We did not advertise the appointments, and that could be responsible for people from some parts of the country not being aware. So we got waiver from the necessary agencies, and I think if subsequent recruitments we would like to correct that, sir.
While representatives of Nigeria's Energy Commission appeared before the ad hoc committee, the chairman of the committee says that the practice of obtaining waivers make the exercises non-competitive, which in turn affects effective administration of the nation's public sector.
Our problem in our public service in federal character in recruitment is this word waiver. That is the biggest problem. And when you obtain waiver, you share the slot among yourself, among the directors of agencies and the head of agencies. You give percentage to federal character, you give percentages to IPPIS, you give percentages to office of the head of service, and you give percentages to budget office. This is what is happening in our civil service in terms of recruitment. As simple as it is. As simple as it is. And if you give them, they will not give the states that are underrepresented in those agencies. They will sell it. And that is what we are here to find out. There is no agency that will convince us.
The committee has pledged its commitment to ensuring that it brings an end to job racketeering within the nation's public sector. It has assured citizens that it will do all it can to put an end to the practice.
I think we have a guest for this conversation, and that's a public affairs analyst, Dr. Nasir Wasagu. He'll be joining us now to share his thought on the drama, as has been described, and that's happening with the ad hoc committee hearing. Thank you for giving us your time. Are you shocked by these revelations of how job seekers are being taken advantage of by agencies of government?
No, thank you very much for having me. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Please go ahead.
Some technical challenges. Very well. Just to the point, quite frankly, you know, the job racketeering, you know, it's something that is so annoying in this country that today you have individuals using advantages of being staff of agencies, you know, to exploit other Nigerians. It's not a matter of now big men or politicians using connections to get their words employed in juicy organizations. No, it is some individuals taking advantages of ordinary Nigerians to pay huge amounts of money for employment. Now, having said this, I want to commend the National Assembly for bringing out this cankerworm, you know, and for us to address it. But it's not a matter of government agencies taking advantages to engage in job racketeering. It is a matter of corruption. In those government agencies, there are individuals who are starting with this responsibility of employment processes, and then they will now use that as an avenue to make some money off Nigeria. So I think together with the government, that is the government agency and the National Assembly, if we are sincere in the country, it is time for us to get these people out and probably get them prosecuted. A lot of times why people carry out with such impunities is because there is no repercussion. So I would implore Nigerians, the National Assembly, and of course the agencies, if they are sincere, to ensure that this investigation unravels all these evil that we call job racketeering. But it's actually quite unfortunate.
Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System, the Budget Office and the Assets Management Company of Nigeria are all sensitive units of government. Is there anything you know of that should make them to refuse to appear for probe into employment process within them?
Come again, please.
I'm asking, there are some agencies that are said to be sensitive, and that's the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System, the Budget Office and Assets Management Company. These are sensitive units of government. I'm asking, is there anything you know of that should make them to refuse to appear for inquiries into employment processes within them?
Well, there is nothing wrong to inquire about the employment processes in any of these agencies because they are all public service agencies. And there are laid down procedures for procurement, and if they are not followed, I believe oversight functions of the other arms of government should come in place to ensure that the right things are done. But there is actually nothing wrong in checkmating the procurement processes because these organizations are being run with public funds.
All right. The House of Representatives seems to be bent on seeing the end of the long story. But how confident are you that anything serious will come out of this probe if it's not just a mere distraction? Remember, several probes in the past hardly resulted to much.
No, I'm quite optimistic. I'm quite optimistic that something will come out of the investigation, and I'm hoping that something actually comes out of this investigation. I hope the House Committee actually stays true to its words and see to the end of this job racketeering. We've been having series of cases, if you recall some few years back with the immigration procurement where a couple of young Nigerians lost their lives. I think, first of all, we need to understand something on the side of the government itself. This procurement, employment processes are not enough for the teeming unemployed Nigerians that are vying for these positions. First of all, you have an organization recruiting about 400 people, and then you end up having about 120,000, 150,000, all duly qualified Nigerians vying for these positions. There must be some kind of criteria, and in our nature, whoever doesn't get would think that at the end of it all, some kind of racketeering must have been engaged. However, the saddest part is that those job at some point are being required to cough out monies they don't have by some government officials to procure this.
I do hope that we can find an end, as you recommended. The optimism that you share, I'm sure a lot of Nigerians share it too. Let's see what happens in the coming days, and hopefully we'll come to you with more optimistic questions as to now that punishments are being meted out. Thank you very much for sharing your time with us.
Thank you very much for having me.